we can download it to YouTube.
Okay, it's on.
Okay, we are recording. So for those of you who are not on this call, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are good now. So it is, July 10th, and this is our Team Bloom call. This is an exciting week, you guys. If you are not pumped about the Lift 4 program that comes out on Monday, I don't know what you're doing. Please raise your hand if you're going to be doing Lift 4 when it comes out on Monday. Do you have early access? You should if you are a coach. You do not want to miss this. You don't know what I'm talking about, please talk to your upline. Also, we have one announcement before we get started. Sharon Pastor is a new Diamond coach.
And it's her birthday.
That is a huge thing, but it is also extremely doable. So congratulations, Sharon. You've been a diamond in my heart for a while now. So we are so excited. And then lastly, we have a huge Team Bloom party, August 25th. It's a luau themed pool party. Families are welcome to come. Let me tell you something, the gifts are going to be amazing. Megan and Team Break Your Plateau and Team Bloom are combining, and the gifts are literally amazing. So you guys want to be there. And Emerald really is completely doable. You can hit Emerald in 24 hours. So there's no excuse for you not to be here. And if you live far away, we are mailing your gifts to you. So don't feel too left out, guys. I know lots of you don't live in Washington State. So, but you have until July 26th to qualify for that party. So you have to be Emerald and you have to hold it until July 26th. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the people who are on this call because they all happen to be speaking today. They went to Summit, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys learned. So take it away, girls.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Is that what's happening? I can't see everything. Okay, so my biggest takeaway from Summit was like hearing all of the stories from everybody. Like some of them were just the challengers and some of them were the coaches. And just to hear everybody's just like how it changed their life. Like nobody was up there that said it didn't change their life in a drastic way. And like when I first signed up to be a coach, like, it was a little bit for the money, but it was a lot for just like how it had already helped me and how excited I was to help other people and to show them like how you can change your mindset. And it's a lot more than just your body. So that was already kind of my focus. And so to see, just like to hear like the heart of the entire company and how it's the same as that, like just got me so pumped up. And ever since I've been back, I feel like I'm on fire and I like go to bed and I can't sleep. And this is no joke, you guys. I've been going to bed and I'm like jittery because I'm so excited. And I keep thinking of all these people that like need to sign up and it's going to be so fun. And so obviously Summit helped me with that because I was kind of feeling like maybe I should quit, like maybe this isn't for me, and kind of falling like, I don't know, feeling like I didn't quite understand, maybe I wasn't doing something right. Anyway, so it just like totally lit me up, and just that whole focus of believing in yourself, and it's more about your mindset than having the perfect body and being in perfect shape and stuff. So that was my biggest takeaway from it so far. And I have my ticket for next year. I bought it before we even left Summit. So yay. Okay, I'm done.
Perfect. Thanks, Heidi. All right, who's next?
I'll go. That's all right.
Do it.
I got a toddler at my feet, and so the sooner I go, the better before he melts down. So I wasn't going to be able to make it to Summit. My husband travels for work, and so like scheduling and childcare just wasn't working out. And so I just sort of like resigned myself that even though it was 4.5 hours away, it just wasn't going to happen. And then turns out he got home just in time for me to like, he pulled in the driveway, unloaded his suitcase, and I got in the car and drove, and I made it there for just the closing ceremonies. That was it. But even just seeing that was was just so inspiring to see all of the top coaches and see that they're just like us. That was really cool. But what really struck me, other than seeing the the finalists in the Beachbody Challenge, their stories were obviously super touching. But to see them award Melanie Mitro the top coach award again, and to hear, I don't remember how many coaches they said were in her downline, like connected to her, like 20,000, something stupid. And you just consider like, okay, she's one person, but the number of people who like physically and health-wise have been impacted just from her starting, like her coaches, their coaches, all of the challengers that are connected to her, and all of the coaches, like their financial impact in their lives. It was just so cool to see like we can make an impact even though we're just one person, you know what I mean? Like to see that she has changed people's lives, and not just like a handful, which would be cool in and of itself, but like 20,000 coaches, that's just coaches. Like it was just super cool to see, like she was just a normal mom like us. So she can do it. We all can. And yeah, that was my biggest takeaway. And I was only there for a few hours.
That's awesome. That's great.
Okay, I'll go. Okay, so mine was actually from one of the trainings that we listened to from Brittany Leggett, and I can't remember who she was paired up with, but it was about effective business planning on part-time hours. And this is something that I struggle so much with because I do work now part-time, but when I first started, I was working full-time. But some of the visuals that they showed and how they kind of break apart their day to work around their kids, to work around, just everything really hit me. And since coming back, I've been implementing it, and it's been working wonders. I find that I have more time with my family, and I'm not like glued to my phone all the time. So that's been a huge help. But just some of the takeaways that they had shared is recognize the season of life that you're in right now, because it changes all the time, and you have to adjust your schedule. So what is working today might not be working 3 months from now. And they actually had us put in our calendar today's date 3 months from now, and they wanted you to ask the question, is my routine working for me right now? And I think that's huge, because so often we get into a groove and we're like, oh, this is working, and then like you want to keep doing it, and then you find that you're frustrated because it's not working, but you're not willing to make a change. So putting those reminders in your phone, will help with that. But I kind of just wanted to show like what I've been doing. I've been using Google Calendar. Here, I'll try to share my screen if I can. Okay, can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so I actually blocked off my whole entire schedule, and this is really nice because it syncs with my phone. So if I'm at work, and I do little power pockets, don't tell my dad, but I do little power pockets throughout the day, and it's just seriously like 10 to 15 minutes. Like it's nothing, I'm not taking away a ton of time, but it will pop up and tell me like, oh, write happy birthday messages, or show love to 3 to 5 people, or I even have to remind myself to go pick up my kids. But every little thing is on there, and it tells me exactly what I should be doing at all times. I even put in my unplugged time. Brittany showed this on her slide that she shared, and I was like, why am I not doing that? It physically is showing me that that's what I need to be doing, and that's what I'm following. So it's been super helpful. Even if you're not working, I would definitely recommend trying it out.
That's awesome, Megan.
What Megan just shared is absolutely cool. There is not a top coach who does not have a schedule. There is not a top coach who does not schedule in the unplugged time. If you think that you have to do it to your phone, your downline, that's the message that you're showing them, and they will not hang around. So if you plan on building a team, they have to be aware of that. And Megan, that's even helpful for me to see. I want to know when your unplugged time is so that I don't message you. to be really honest. Like,
Well, I mean, and I'm still kind of working on it because I do answer people like my coaches who are working the business, and like if they ask me a question, I will, pick up my phone. But I've heard the top coaches saying like they put their phone in a drawer or like in another room, and I really would like to work towards that because I think it would even be that much better.
that's awesome though. You got to start somewhere. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's important. Cool.
I'll share. Okay, so one of the things that I thought was really cool, I think it was Jatana Jackson shared a link on her slideshow of a website, and it's called howtofascinate.com. And you take it, it's only 28 questions. I was like, okay, whatever, personality quiz. Like, I've taken these in psychology. Like, okay. It was so scary, spot on with me. I was like, I feel like you just looked in my soul. Like, it was telling me like my characteristics, how I build friendships, what people see in me that attracts them to me. And it gives you your major personality and then like your secondary personality, and then how to fascinate and how to use that to attract people in social media through your posts, through your stories. And I thought that was really cool because I think when you're starting out, most people look at the top coaches and they try to emulate what they're doing, copy their posts. They see it successful for them, so they try to take it and make it successful for themselves. And maybe it's not their wording, it's not their style, it's not their personality. And so I believe that people can spot a fake a mile away. Like, people are so good at watching social media and looking at a screen all the time. They can spot a phony. And so I don't know, I just felt like this personality quiz, I don't even know if that's what you want to call it. It just shows you like your strengths and what people see in you, what you bring to the table. And it shows you like how you can help that or use your strengths in your business to lead a team, to attract people to your whatever, to coaching for us. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. And the other thing that I thought was really cool is I saw so many of these top coaches, in person. Like, Bonnie Engel walked right in front of Kristen and I, and she picked her wedgie in front of us. And I was like, dude, she's just a normal person who works her butt off. Like, these are normal people. There's no secret sauce. Like, these people are just working harder, and they have found, what works for them and their personality, and they're just rocking it. So I thought that was really cool.
Awesome. Yup.
Great. And then there was me. So I might as well ask.
Teresa, you totally don't have to, only if you want to.
Well, I think it was really overwhelming for me because there was so much information, and I don't remember half of it. So I've been wanting to do a call just so that I could hear and recap, so I could hear everybody, because I don't remember a lot of it. And what I do, I love like medical and science and things like that. So I really enjoyed hearing the headline speakers, Sean Acor, and who is the lady? I don't remember the lady.
Connie something. I'll look it up.
I think it's Connie Podesta.
Yeah, they were amazing. And so they talked about, Sean talks about how the brain works, and, how just by smiling at somebody, it will make them smile. They have no choice. Your brain actually thinks it's smiling when somebody smiles at you. And so they did an MRI of someone smiling, and it lights up a portion of the brain. And then they looked at it when they're not smiling, but looking at a picture of someone smiling, and it lights up the same portion of your brain. So your brain thinks that it's smiling, so you can't help but smile. Although I did this with my husband. So we did a little thing that said we had to stare at each other in the eyes and smile, but the other person was supposed to react in any way. And so, of course, I had Heidi, and we were giggling the whole time. We couldn't stop. But I did this with my husband, and what a freaking jerk. I told him, like, you can't do anything, don't smile, don't. And so I'm staring at him and I'm smiling and I'm trying to give him all these love, and he's like, and I'm like, you're a freaking jerk. He goes, you told me not to do anything. I'm not doing anything. So, yeah, and he was like, I follow rules. So anyway, it didn't work with him, but so you can try it if you stare at somebody. So they were saying too, wasn't it like when they're so many feet away, you smile, like when like 20 feet away, you smile at them, somebody's walking toward you, they will smile back. And when they get like closer to you, you just say hi as you pass, and it'll make their day. They'll just have a much right. So I don't know. I looked at those people, and then the still need to look up Connie's personality test. She used a triangle, a square, a circle, and a squiggly line. And whichever one you chose is like your type of personality. And so it was pretty right on for everybody, I think. Don't you guys think?
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone was.
I was a triangle.
What were you, Heidi?
I was a square.
Sorry, I was a circle, but I think I'm really a square.
I was a circle. Duh.
You were a circle? Yeah. So I got to look it all back up again and see what it meant. And Britt, I think that you sent me the link to it.
Yeah, I'll put it in the notes of this video so people watching it can see.
Okay. It was really interesting. So my whole, I don't know, I was really fascinated by the science in the brain, and that's just, I'm a medical type person, so I guess that's, and then everything everybody else said, once you said it, I was like, oh my God, that's right. That was so amazing. So really overwhelming for my first time though.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot to take in, but I think just seeing that many people that are doing what we're doing was also like a big deal for me. Like, this is a real thing. It really made it reality for sure.
There were so many people, and then the street workout was really cool. That was a lot of fun. Although Britt and I had some creepy man looking at our boobs bouncing. That was so bad. He was a creep. It was horrible. And we were like working out with our hands over our boobs. It was funny.
That's all really helpful, you guys. I know there's tons of information. Hopefully you all took notes, and I would just encourage you, just review them, and don't even let it just be information that you took in, but make sure that you're applying it, because you don't want to. I was just listening to a podcast this morning by Melanie Mitro, and she was saying you don't want to just be a gatherer of information. Like, that's completely pointless. So whatever you learned, make sure that you are like absolutely applying it. So, and I really appreciate you guys all sharing what you learned, and hopefully we're going to get an even bigger group back to Indianapolis Summit 2000. And hopefully y'all will be on stage, right? Diamonds representing as Star Diamonds, representing as Premier. Elite. Team Bloom will be elite next year. So we have some exciting things happening. Megan, will you hit end record for me?